Good morning and welcome. My name is Sarah Hughes and I'm the Syngenta business manager for our turf and landscape business in the UK and Ireland. And thank you very much everyone for coming today. I'm overwhelmed, or we're overwhelmed where some of you have travelled from. I know there's someone that's come from Plymouth, and we will pretend you've just come for the Acelepryn launch and NemaTrident launch, but I do know there's some ashes and possibly a trip to the Open built in as well. But I know a lot of you have got up very early to come here this morning, so we really appreciate it because I know it's very busy for you at the moment, and anyone that's had that rain and wind at the weekend, you've probably got some fallout from that to deal with. So thank you for coming, and we're delighted to have such a great turnout. We're here today at our Jelletts Hill Research Centre for our Leatherjacket Total Approach workshop. And we hope that you'll gain some useful knowledge today on how Acelepryn, which is our new insecticide that's been registered, fully registered this year, and our new brand of nematodes, NemaTrident, will fit together to create an integrated pest management programme for leatherjacket control on your turf. So I briefly want to give you a little history about Syngenta, how we got to where we are today, the importance of our role as a manufacturer, but also the importance of your role, which is equally important, to manage our kind of toolkit in keeping our courses and our turf and the grass that we manage in the best condition that it is now and for the future. And then I'll also just go through the rest of today's agenda. So for those of you that don't know, Syngenta's turf and landscape business is part of a much bigger Syngenta group. Syngenta was formed back in 2000, and it was formed from the UK company Syngenta and the Swiss business Novartis. Both those businesses, their core focus was a research and development foundation, and they were both human, plant and animal health businesses. So they were a really nice fit when they came together. Now we're part of a much larger Syngenta group, which includes a crop protection, a seed business, a Dharma and a chemical business. And the advantage of that for us as a turf business, it means that we can tap into that much larger resource. So the turf part of our business is really important. It's obviously the most important within these four walls, but we're a small bit of a much bigger business, but we can access that larger business. So we can access research facilities like the one here at Jelletts Hill. We can access new chemistry, new biological controls, and we also have a massive, fully supported regulatory and legal business, which allows us to kind of get so much more than if we were just a standalone turf industry. And that really should provide you with assurance that when you buy a Syngenta product, you are getting a lot more than just, as if we were a standalone turf and landscape business. Many of you will know our key partners in the UK, ICL, I think very helpfully. Syngenta people are wearing Syngenta branded stuff. ICL, I mean, you can all wave if you want, but, yes, definitely one here. I can see Emma in the front. But, there's lots of our ICL partners here today who we work closely with in the UK and Ireland, and along with our network of distribution partners. And we hope that between us, we give you the support that you need to manage your turf with the expertise which you're all so skilled at. So when I'm out on courses, talking to greenkeepers or talking to course managers, I quite often hear people saying things like, well, it's not going to be long before there's no products left, or we're on a kind of sliding time scale. But actually, I just wanted to put this up to give you an indication of the last 3 years. So this is just Syngenta. Apparently there's other companies out there, I've never heard of them, but this is just Syngenta products in the last 3 years. So we have launched fungicides, herbicides, biological controls, and an insecticide. And insecticides are particularly hard to get to market because of the strict legislation that's out there. We've got an exciting pipeline coming through of new products over the next few years. So I actually think instead of us assuming that this product line is disappearing, the products aren't there, we've actually got a lot of products that have been brought to market in the last few years, and we've got a lot to come. So between us, we really can keep that, we use the word toolkit, but that range of products, the ones that we've already got and the new ones going for, there's no reason why we can't keep them going for years to come. So how do we bring that strong range through? Well, as I said earlier, we're really fortunate. We're part of a much bigger business that has a long tradition of innovation and research into plant protection products. At Gellets Hill, which is our premier research facility, they employ over 800 people. It's the largest site for new agrochemicals, research and development and product support. So key activities include research into new active ingredients, new formulation technology, product safety and technical support. And today you'll see and you'll meet some of the experts that work here. You'll be able to talk to them. And we're really fortunate to have such a kind of high profile group of experts running some of our sessions and us being able to access this site and see some of the work that gets done here. The site houses a number of centres of scientific excellence, both chemical and biological, and it supports our worldwide R&D activities. It's also a key centre for collaborations, partnering with both our UK and global businesses and our research base to keep our science world class. So aside from all the R&D, or research and development as we call it, that's gone into a Syngenta product, what else can you expect when you buy something with our label on it? Well, it really is that high level of reassurance. It does what it says it will do. So when you buy something that's got the Syngenta logo on, that's what you're getting. The years of research that we put into each product go into all the kind of understanding exactly of how our products work best, where they work best, but also where they don't work best. And that's what we, with our partners like ICL and distribution and workshops like today, want to kind of help support you understand where those products are best used, but also where they're not best used. And with products like Acelepryn, NemaTrident or nematodes, it's quite a technical story. And if you don't know that story, if you don't understand it, if we haven't done our job well enough, it makes your job much harder. It's not like you're just there on your own all year, just putting products or managing turf. You've got a lot of other things going on. You've got golfers, you've got people playing, you've got so many stakeholders being involved in your life. You need to understand how to use the products well, where they work well, but also where they don't work well, so you're not kind of wasting time, money, or products in the wrong place. So our job, as Syngenta, but also ICL and distribution, is to provide you with that full technical support for your team to get the best results possible. So, as I said, this is not just about us. You have, I would say, equally as an important role to play to make sure that that toolkit of solutions is available for as long as possible. We've all heard people, and occasionally we may have said it ourselves, about, if you're taking some paracetamol at home or whatever, people say things like, oh, never read the label. I just, somebody tells me what to do. But that label, it may be small, but it's important for both of us. Our products are highly regulated by the Health and Safety Executive, the snappily titled Chemicals Regulatory Directive, but that contains everything you need to know about the product: dose rate, water volume, active ingredients, best use, where to use it, where not to use it, what the environmental implications are, everything that you need to get the most out of the product. And by following those recommended dose rates and water volumes, and where and where not to use it, you can really help you increase the life of those products, reduce the environmental impact and decrease the risk of resistance. So if we all use those products in a responsible manner, we minimise the impact on the environment and beneficial insects. And we know, and I know this because I've been out on lots of sites where people are doing really great conservation work, there's a lot more interest both from greenkeepers and course managers in conservation schemes. We run our own Operation Pollinator project. We're part of the Gulf Environment Awards. And also your members and the wider industry are really focused on conservation. And we've got lots of eyes on our businesses asking us, what are we doing? How are we behaving responsibly? Didn't put my teeth in this morning. So to sum up, if we want new and current products to be available as long as possible, we've all got a responsibility to use them in the best way we can. So I hope this is a really useful day for you all. Thank you for coming again, and I will hand over now to Phil.